Well, hello and welcome back to my play-by-email game of Strategic Command versus the Taxman. And the observant amongst you may have noticed that the version number of the game has changed. Previously, well, when we first started the campaign, it was the latest version at that time, which was version 1.11. It has now been, as of today, of this making of this video anyway, it has been updated to version 1.12. So let's just have a very quick look at the changes that have taken place. Now I'm just going to highlight those that are actually relevant to the game that we have in hand. And the first one here is that there's a fairly rare convoy raiding error when using aircraft that has been fixed. And in the 1939 campaign, there's been an Operation Mercury pop-up has been amended, the conditions when that occurs, and also a decision flag that when that pops up, the conditions for that have been amended slightly as well. And apart from that, there are just a few tweaks, which unfortunately for Taxman really only affect the campaign when you first start it, and they are actually generally all benefits to the British in terms of things like a small increase in starting MPP and benefits of things like some units arriving with greater strength. So they don't affect the actual game in hand, but in any case, fairly small changes to the game between version 1.11 and version 1.12. Anyway, let's get back to it. So here we go. Let's see what moves the Taxman made, if we can see any of them, that is. Okay, all quiet so far. Let's see. Okay, looks like they were annexing the Baltic states there. Yes, the USSR annexes the Baltic states, which is a not unexpected move. And the Foreign Minister reports diplomatic success. Spain has swung to the Allies by 9%. So we need to have a look at the diplomacy screen and just double check exactly where the Spanish are. Let's have a quick look at that right now. So Spain were leaning towards us, obviously a little bit more than that. They're now down to just leaning towards the Axis by 3%. So I'm really not concerned about that. I'm not really wanting to try and get Spain into the war. I don't mind if they stay kind of neutral throughout. They don't have great armed forces, and also it just makes for a significant amount of coastline to defend against invasion. So I'm quite happy if Spain stay neutral. So as long as they don't swing too far towards the Allies, I don't mind. So I'm just going to leave that. Okay, so let's start off the turn as usual in the Atlantic, and let's see whether we can keep moving our little U-30 buddy here off to the coast of Portugal. Now I'm just going to stay in silent mode, and if I'm in silent mode and next to this convoy route, I won't raid it, so I'm quite happy to move it to that location. And so far so good. So next turn we'll have it up against the Portuguese coast and we will leave it there. Okay, as for the rest of the navy, looks like his sub is potentially exploring down here. Now is he trying to tease me out? I don't know. I'm not going to do anything just yet, because although my surface navy, my destroyers, etc. and cruisers have been upgraded to naval weaponry 2, I have way too few of them. What I want to do is just wait until I start getting some of these other vessels through and my navy really builds up in strength. So we are 19th of June 1940 at the moment. In August, so it's a few turns away yet, we are going to get 3 vessels here. We're going to get a heavy cruiser, a submarine and a battleship. So that's probably not bad timing for maybe starting to think about tackling the Royal Navy. But for now, I'm not going to be drawn out. Okay, so let's have a look at the most significant part of this turn, the Western Front. Now, I intend on invading France and the Low Countries. So first thing to do is we need to go to diplomacy and declare war on those countries that we're going to invade. So I'm going to declare war on the Netherlands, on Belgium, and also Luxembourg. Okay, so what to do? Now I'm just going to start off with the Netherlands, and I just kind of want to tentatively move forward and just see what units he has in here. So let's just go forward there. Okay, so we've made enemy contact, and we can do 2 damage to that core, and he's retreated. Okay, we're going to bring the army forward all the way through to Rotterdam. The armor through, I should say. Did I say army? I'm not sure. Okay, so I could potentially do 2 attacks on this, which will take a maximum of 10. Now, what position is this unit in? It's not entrenched. So, or I could do 1 strike and take the HQ out, which will free up the Hague. I'm going to do that. Can this unit reach the Hague? Yes, it can. So I'm just going to do that straight away, and that means the Netherlands will fall. What I will do though is just give these units a little bit more experience. As long as there's a very low risk, they'll take damage themselves. Okay, so I've still got 1 strike with this armoured unit, which I could do down here. Now, I'd rather not take a point of damage myself. This unit could... I'm just going to leave that unit there and bring it down here and then into Belgium next turn, I think. I'm going to hold off there and come back to that unit because I might use some air power against this Dutch unit, but that might be a waste. I'd like to see what air power I need for the rest of the invasion, and I suspect I'm going to use it for Belgium and France, to be honest. So let's bypass that army in the Netherlands and let's go straight for... What I'd like to try and do is break through to Brussels very quickly. So I'm going to bring this army down here, and we run straight into an air unit. Now, air units and HQs I don't think exert a zone of control, so I want to get rid, or garrisons actually. I could get rid of any of these. I think I'll get rid of the air units so that they can't be used as interceptors when I'm attacking France. So let's get rid of that. And I want to bring my armoured unit through. To do an attack on Brussels, which I'm just going to hold off on. Again, I'm going to see what air power I want to bring to bear elsewhere. Let's just bring this core down, get rid of that garrison. Okay, we can't move any further forward. Now I can bring this army over and do a joint attack on Brussels, and I think that's what I will do. So I can do 2 and... So far probably around a total of 8 or 9 damage I'll be able to do. So what I want to do definitely is use some air power here. Is that entrenched? No, it's not. 0 out of 5 entrenchment. So I'll just use a tactical bomber to weaken that. So hopefully the armor unit and the army can wipe out the unit in Brussels. Okay, so we've got some interceptors, -2 there. We took a hit on our tactical bombers and 2 off of Brussels. So I think we'll just go ahead and do those attacks. Hoping he can still move. Ouch. No. Blast. Okay, Brussels is open, but I can't reach it. That is not what I wanted. Yeah, so I'm just looking at potentially force marching a unit in, but I can't reach it. I think part of it is this core here. So let's bring this core down here. Let's try and get rid of this core. Yeah, I really could do with an army bearing down on that. Yeah, I'm going to bring an army in. And bring this core down. Get rid of that unit. And surely somebody now can reach Brussels. Well, I can reach Brussels with this armoured unit, which I think I will do. Just having to think about this. Yes, I'm going to. Okay, I can't do any damage against these. No, that's because he's stacked up. Oh, look at that defense line. Armies all the way and entrenchments. Yeah, not the best way to attack with my armor. Okay, well, at least we've taken Brussels, which means Belgium will fall. We've taken the Netherlands. We're going to just bring an army up and take Luxembourg. We're not going to do much damage there. And bring this army forward. There. Now I just want to fill this gap here with a core. And then we need to kind of bring up these rear units. Now we've got this army back here. I think I might just force march into Brussels. No, I'm not going to force march it. There's no point, because I'll just have to rest it for one turn. It against this defense line, it needs to have really good readiness and morale. So I'm just going to bring the army forward. But I would like to get a corps into Brussels just to consolidate that position. So I'm going to have to force march that corps. That's just necessary. Okay, and yeah, so what I need to, I think I would like to use the 2 strikes of this armored unit. So let's start trying to see if I can strike that unit there. Let's see if I can get its entrenchment down. So a lot of damage. I'm going to go for it. Okay, so we've got some interceptors and German escorts going up. Okay, goodness, we took some damage there. Fortunately, that only took 1, but it's probably going to take another. Ooh, that was a nasty hit back. How has he got such good anti-air? Wow. Okay, so his entrenchment's down to 3. I need to do that again. Unfortunately, the tactical bombers don't cause any de-entrenchment of units. So we lost 3 off the fighters there, 1 off the medium bomber, and how much is he going to do off the medium bombers this time? Nothing. Good. So his entrenchment is down to 2, which brings the odds down to a little bit more reasonable. Maybe try and do some tactical bombing on it. I can't reach with that one, and I can't reach with that one. Blast. Okay. Just gonna have to go for it. Okay, that's that. So, yeah, It's a far more formidable lineup than I experienced with the AI, because the AI leaves a lot of the armies down here, so you're facing far weaker units up here. But yeah, the Taxman has put together a very good defensive line here, so I just need to kind of bring my units forward as far as they will go. Unfortunately, it's just getting very busy in this area. Okay, paratroopers over. Yeah, I'm not going to waste or risk losing a strength point, because the Netherlands will fall. In fact, we've taken the Hague, and we severely weakened their units. We've taken the HQ. I find it hard to believe they won't fall next turn. Yeah, I think I might bring them down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to definitely need some do some parachute drops behind the lines here. So I need to get these Fallschirmjäger units within a good range. I actually would have preferred it to be here. That's the way it is, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could still drop behind the lines there. So I can only put it into prepare mode next turn, and then it's the following turn after that that I can drop them, and it all depends on whether I actually manage to break through beforehand or not. In the meantime, I will just bring this paratroop unit up to here. I think that's about all I can do in terms of those movements. Yep, let's just bring the core up there. Now we'll bring the HQ down. I'm actually blast. I can change mode. I'm going to put it into auto assist. My opponent Taxman suggested I use auto assist, which means that it will automatically assign attachments at the beginning of each turn, but I can also manually adjust those. I need to think about this at the beginning of next turn. I just need to get the HQ units into a good position for supplying the frontline units, which essentially I think is really as far forward as I can get them. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put him here. So I don't want that one attached. I don't want these ones attached. They're just going to be left static. Yeah, and I can't do any attachments just yet, so hopefully detaching that one will help. And definitely just need to bring that one forward there. Oh, air power. he got rather mauled, didn't he? So I need to get them as far forward towards France as possible. Now the shortest range are the tactical bombers, so let's put them towards the front. And the main thrust is going to be up in this area. And the strategic bombers forward. Put one there, one there. And then fighter coverage again. Bring that forward. Yeah, I think I'll just put that there. Very crowded front line here. Okay, this paratroop unit I can put into. I'm going to put it into a prepare mode. So that means next turn, if I want to drop it, I can. I can also turn off prepare mode at that time and just use it as a normal unit. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm very unlikely to be able to break through this line next turn, but I certainly could get a power unit behind the lines here. Kind of underwhelming attack on France at the moment, and we've at least taken the Low Countries. I'm sure Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg will fall once I click the end turn piece here. But we have a formidable entrenched line here. What I need to do is find out other areas that aren't entrenched as much, because I don't think, in clear areas you can only entrench to a level of 2, but in towns you can entrench to a level of, well, certainly Calais is 3 there. Where's Lille? There's Lille. Yeah, Lille's a good one. Maximum entrenchment of 4. So my thrust down here is actually not the best route. I'd have been better off coming down here, because his entrenchment level down here, this one here would be a great one to go for, because that's got only a maximum entrenchment of 2. Anyway, I've got the army in Lille down to entrenchment level of 0, so next turn it will increase back up to 1, so I might as well continue on with the attack on Lille. But that was, yeah, I guess a new player's mistake. So I think that's it for the attack on France. I'm not going to do anything over here. I do want to do some upgrading of these units. I want to see how my MPPs do at the end of the turn first of all. Let's move on down to Italy. Now, Italy isn't in the war yet, but they are 77% mobilized towards that. So I can't actually go into France using Italy down here just yet. Let's deal with North Africa and then see about Italy's MPPs. So I want to get this HQ moving forward further. The army. Yeah, get the army moving forward there. And we'll just bring in the air power across. Okay, that's looking very close to getting the defensive line there set up, and I cannot reinforce that. If I hide the units, there's a... Okay, so Tobruk supplies 5. If I get the HQ there, or towards this area, it should be able to boost the supply to that unit up to 8. And I'm hoping that means I'll then be able to reinforce that army there. Okay, so we've still got a full complement of Italian MPPs. Can't do any further reinforcements there, again due to supply. So let's just continue on with reinforcing the navy. That's 25 MPPs there. 35. That leaves us with 31. Let's move on to this cruiser. And that's it. Down to 6 MPP. Okay. So that's it for the Italians. Now up to the Germans. So we have 229 MPP to spend. Now let's have a look at research to start with. Now we're maxed out on naval weaponry. We're at level 2 and 2 is the max, hence it's gone red. Mobility is maxed out. Advanced tanks is one I would like. Yeah. So it's either spend it on advanced tanks, or I'm thinking of investing in another submarine. Yeah, if only I had more points. Yeah, so we can get a submarine, and that will take 6 months, I think. It will arrive in December 1940. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for another sub, because I need to take on the Royal Navy before trying to invade the UK. Yeah. Okay. That leaves 39 MPP. And it just doesn't go very far, does it? And I think I will just do... Yeah, I won't be able to do mobility. I think I'll just do the infantry weapons over there just to get that up. And we'll do mobility at a later date. I think that's it, folks. We've got 24 MPP left. So a quick look at diplomacy. So Italy's now 77. Oh no, the USSR has swung another 10%. They are at 30% now. And Hungary is at 80 still. Okay, well I think we're going to leave it there, folks. I am going to hand it over now to my opponent and we'll see what happens. Okay, French morale suffers as German forces advance. Belgium surrenders. Excellent. Germany plunders 116 MPP. The Netherlands. Luxembourg surrenders. Germany plunders 14 MPP. And Netherlands surrenders. There we go. And Germany plunders 107 MPP. Fantastic. We need those MPP. And Italy prepares for war. Fantastic. Okay. The USSR annexes Bessarabia from Romania. So we'll see a border change down there. And refugees block roads affecting Allied supply in northern France. So we gain another 290 MPP, which gives us a total of 560. And Italy collects 98. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, then please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.